just looking ahead to the Vitality Blast, the T20, in which last year we had a lot of close games. I mean, we've already spoken just before this interview about the tie against Notts, but there were a lot of others too. Really good starts against Worcestershire, against Leicestershire too, where we just fell away. What can we do this year to turn those into victories?
Well, I think, you know, the 2020 is a volatile game. All I can say is that we will have our players prepared for those pressure moments. And I think the key to 2020 cricket is having players that have the ability during those pressure moments to stand up, whether it's with the bat or with the ball. And that comes from the preparation. That's what we as coaches can do. We can't control eventually what the action happens on the field, but it's like homework. You know, if you do your homework and you're ready for the test, whereas if you try and crib your way through your homework, you're not that comfortable in those pressure situations. So for us as coaches, we've got to make sure that those guys are ready when those pressure situations come about. And I'm excited. It's a volatile beast, 2020 cricket, but we'll be attractive. We'll be nice to watch.
Yeah, and a player who's been added for the Vitality Blast is Shan Masood. He's currently doing very well out in Pakistan with the Multan Sultans. How big an asset will he be, complementing what we already have?
Yeah, I mean he's a massive asset just because he's a quality player, but he's a quality player doing it under pressure, and so often that under pressure bit goes missing. You know, when we talk about players, you know, everybody looks great, but it's how they handle the pressure moments. And you sign guys like Shan Masood for those pressure moments because I know that under pressure he comes to the fore. Yeah, look, it's a great signing. I think he'll do really well for us. He's certainly developed his game from when I worked with him in Pakistan. Yeah, he was only seen as a test player then, and he's certainly developed his white ball cricket. So I still think he might have a little point to prove to me for not picking him in the Pakistan white ball side, which is great. But he's a quality player and one that I think is just going to add so much value to us.
Yeah, I suppose what is nice as well is that both he and Saranga Lakmal won their respective franchise tournaments in 2021. Lakmal in the Lanka Premier League, Masood in the Pakistan Premier League. That's really good experience, isn't it, to have winners coming into the team?
Yeah, look, yes it is, and they're both serial winners. So when you sit with our squad, they're guys that haven't won. They've won games, obviously, but they haven't gone on and won trophies. So when you sign players in, guys that have won trophies, it certainly rubs off on the rest of your squad. So they're going to bring those qualities to us, no problem. And as I say, they're both serial winners, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, and you arrive at Derbyshire having coached Sri Lanka at the last T20 World Cup, and you won a lot of plaudits for the way that side played. Are you hoping to bring any of that kind of style into Blast, and how much are you looking for going over that competition and having success?
Yeah, look, I think over numerous years now, the 2020 cricket's evolved, and it's evolved for coaches as well. You know, now we're talking about matchups, we're talking about video analysts, we're talking about moments in games, players that you train for moments. So it's a very fluid game plan on match day. And I love that type of stuff because it challenges you as a coach. Whereas, you know, in Test cricket or county cricket, you're sending the guys out there properly prepared. You're sending the guys out, and then the captain takes over and he tactically manoeuvres those prepared players on the field. Whereas in 2020 cricket, you need to make decisions. You need to make decisions quickly. So it's a very fluid game. And that's where the coaches can have a lot of influence tactically. So I love that part of it. And what I do know, and I've already started in my mind, is thinking about, again, and you'll hear me say it so many times, but our brand of cricket. How are we going to win a game with our resources? So then once you get that brand, it's then like a jigsaw puzzle. You then put the players into the brand and you give them clear role definition, and then off they go. So I think it's going to be so exciting.
Yeah. And a lot of those players actually reached final stage in 2019. Of course, it was the first time that the club has managed it, and a key part of that was the fact that the top four of Lewis Rees, Billy Goldman, Wayne Madsen and Leo Staples got 14 half centuries between them. You couple that with Alex Hughes having the most T20 wickets in the club's history. There is pedigree already within the squad for white ball cricket, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There's certainly pedigree within the squad. You know, I think Anuj Dal's probably one of the best fielders in county cricket. You know, so the ingredients are there. It's just a matter of us giving those players that confidence to go out there and do the job. I keep saying to the players, I'd rather see them make a mistake, going for the ball, going for a catch, whatever, than backing off. You know, the one thing I'll say, and one of our mantras is, and I told the players that this morning, is whenever in doubt, take the attacking option. And that's kind of how we want to play our cricket, and that's kind of the mindset we're trying to inculcate into the players. So yeah, exciting times.
Yeah, it was a dramatic game here last year on this ground against Notts Outlaws in the East Midlands derby. Unfortunately, it wasn't a packed house that night. It was only 850 fans due to the COVID regulations, but they were already making noise. You would have thought there was 5,000 here. We've had a couple of close games against Notts of late. We've got to beat them this year, haven't we, Mickey?
Surely go. Well, I think we're going to win every game we play, Stephen. Every time we go out there, we're going to win. What I can promise, though, is that every time we go out there, win or lose, the players would have given everything. And I think that's all any member can ask, or any supporter, is that winning or losing is it's going to happen. But it's the attitude, it's the commitment. So I can guarantee that with any team that I've worked with and going to work with, is that those players will come off having given 100% to winning that game, and that's all we can ask.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get full crowds back into this ground. It's the first time since 2019 we'll be able to do that. How important will the supporters be getting behind the players and lifting them up throughout the competition?
The supporters is an amazing part of county cricket, and you know, again, that was something that really attracted me. And on all the tours and that, when I've been here, is you play the counties and the members, the supporters, the people that come down day in and day out are the lifeblood of any county system. So yeah, look, I'm hoping that we give the supporters lots to cheer about, and I'm really looking forward to meeting the supporters and spending time with them and hopefully sharing in some success with them.
Yeah, and we also go to Queen's Park in Chesterfield to face Yorkshire for the yearly game there. We have a bit of an unbeaten streak going at Queen's Park against Yorkshire. We want to continue that this year and give a capacity crowd a good day, don't we?
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful ground out there, Queen's Park, and yeah, we always seem to play Yorkshire there because I understand it's close to the borders, and you know, we get a full house. It'll be cooking there. Hopefully, weather's good, and hopefully we maintain that winning streak. Yeah, it'll be another great outing, and it'll be another great spectacle for members and supporters.